Yo, what's up guys, this is Happy New with another Guild Wars 2 PvP video, and on this video I will show you the Spellbreaker Boon Removal Master with high DPS output and high boon removal. It is a high risk, high reward build, so I recommend to play this build only if you are really into warrior. If you are not a strong warrior, then you should not give this a try. But therefore, I'm playing a really risky build, so I will be lacking on defense and on offense, which means enemies will deal heavy damage to me, but it will be a little bit tricky how to play it. And this is, by the way, the first time I try this build out, but it will be for sure an insane build, because of my own thinking it will be really painful to enemies, because you can just remove the entire time their boons, and it is annoying, especially in team fights. I will show you the meditation. If we use the meditation skill here, you can see it here, they won't be able to get any boons, and you will absorb projectiles. You can deal heavy damage. You can just watch it here and destroy the enemies pretty hard with it. I don't know what field does do. Lightning field also pretty nice. Once you remove their boons, for example stability, you will just be able to stun them, daze them with your dagger 2 and dagger F1 attack. So this is also really interesting, which I haven't even thought about it. And now let's just check it out. I want to go mid fight, but I will just stop first the one who would, if someone tries to cross, I will just stop them here. No one tries to cross. The mesmer, I don't want to 1v1 him because it is dangerous with my build. And now we can do it here. Quickness attacks. Do this. Oh my god, and I'm having like a freaking 1 hour slow. Okay, we got the first down, so we can go to the firebrand now. And now I can use my elite skill, remove his boons. Now we can remove his boons. Stun him here, remove one more time the boons, and I just not using my elite skill, I don't know why. But we just have them here. They should not be able to sustain this. Okay. I wanted to use twice my elite skill, but I somehow did not use it. I don't know why. We are having a really good start here. Okay, I don't want to walk into this shitty thing. We can do this. Okay, this is now also pretty dangerous here what I'm doing, but let's just go ahead and try out what we can do here. I want to steal his boons. But I also need to be careful because he will deal also just heavy damage to me. I need to run away, no way to get something going on. The firebrand will support him there. And I will be dead if I don't run away now. Of course the downside is, as on my other Spellbreaker build, is that you just get wrecked by combis. So try to avoid them by just kiting around and not letting the enemy get you really close. Now what I'm going to do is try to just keep up a little bit. This guy should not fight there, man. Remove those boons. Now use the elite skill, and now we can just 100 blades. Okay, I'm dead. This guy is too slow, and he should have attacked this guy instead of this. Okay, maybe we. Oh my god, he's dead. Oh my god, we just removed their boons, steal his boons. I mean, you can see it here against this guy. I was really able to do a lot of work, but my Ellie was just not there for me. We removed his boons, easy mode. We would have killed this guy pretty fast, but this guy was not even trying to focus the target, which is really bad. I saw this build as a really good team player build, which means you ain't that strong as a normal Spellbreaker on 1v1s, but you can do freaking a lot of work in team fights. And I will try to show it here, and this is also a ranked arena game, but man, I'm having so many bad players in my ranked arena game, so I just decided to don't even try hard something and just take it easy, chill here. The mesmer is gone, dude. You see it here, the mesmer is here. This guy is too slow and he takes too much time to just get something going on against this guy. I should get the buff here, but I want to get the decap first. Let's just get the buff. Let's just get the buff and then I can go far. No, don't port. Oh my god, this guy is just dealing so many conditions within a few seconds. I need to run away a little bit because I have nothing left. Okay, we have this guy. Bad mistake from him. Don't overextend like that. And now we just have to go. We have to go. I will not be able to get in time. We'll do this. They will have no boons here. We just finish off this guy. The mesmer, is he down or not? If the mesmer is down, we will get it. I'm playing without sound, man. This is so annoying. I don't want to get my stun him. Remove some other boons. Oh man, I should have stun breaked out of that. He's dead. What? He just survived that. And you can see this, by the way, also the normal damage is just insane. With this quickness attack. Now you will see it here. If I'm able to sorry guys, my sound is just gone. We can do this. Remove his other boons. Oh my god, my Ellie is just dead. But I will be able to. No, I will not be able to. Interrupt him, interrupt him. I want to kill this guy, I want to kill this guy. Come on. Damn it, man. My team is so freaking bad. They are not able to get damage going on. I need to go far now. You see? I need to drink something, but I have no water right now, man. I'm about to die. Just block, 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 block. I need to kite around, so maybe I can hold two players here while my team wins the other fights. Interrupt him there, auto attack. Okay, the mesmer is here, this is too dangerous. Or no. We can do this. Oh man, oh man. I'm just getting double stunned. Let's just try out what we can do here. We just don't let this guy get his boons. Come on, no! I have no stun breaks and I have no healing. 1 second, one more second and I would have been able to get this fire run down within a few seconds. Yes. I will stomp him now. I will stomp him now. Come on, can I get a target? I'm not getting any target. What? I'm just failing. I need to stomp, I need to stomp, I need to stomp. Because there is no time for anything else. Okay, I just gave my team the upper hand. Now my team has to just easy win this or I'm gonna cry. This is, by the way, a good example. I haven't played Warrior for a while. I know I say that on all my videos, but you know, I won't lie. If I play something 100 times, then I will tell you. Otherwise, I will not lie. Here we go. I don't want to lose close, but just for showing you reasons here, we can do this. Remove boons from my conditions from my ally, and then just repeat. This is a combo of my stun me, heal me build, which you might have seen. And now I want to go close and just destroy this other guy. Okay, so we have the warrior. Now the warrior is getting his freaking stability and stuff, and now we just do this unblockable attack, and you can see he's not able to get anything going on without his boons. What makes this build strong is, as I just said, in team fights you are able to just boon removal. He's asking how the guardian was not able to get something going on, because what I was doing is I just kept on removing the boons of the guardian, so he had no stability, no protection, no stability, anything like that. to just be able to get something going on. And look at this, with the quickness attacks, you are also pretty deadly. That's the mix of how this build is supposed to be. Now I see this build also working pretty good in 1v1s, but that's something else. And yeah, by the way, I lost a lot of games. You can see here, this is my first game after a while. I lost so many games. When I test the build, ranked arena works. When I go with my main, I'm getting the worst teams ever. But never mind, I will start streaming and show you how I rank up on live stream, so you guys have no doubt about that. Because most people think that I will also just do certain win trading and stuff like that, but that's not true. Okay, to the build. You saw this was not really my best gameplay, but you saw what I did against the 1v2. The problem here is, of course, that you don't have the real survivability without double ender pain and stuff like that, but you will have more than enough, because you will just be able to, on 1v1s for example, remove the boons, so the enemy has no stability, and you can just immediately interrupt the enemy. By interrupting him, you don't let him attack you and do anything onto you. You can see it here, auto attack, interrupt, dodge that attack, do this, remove his boons, auto attack, dodge, and now repeat here with F1, auto attack this guy, block his attack, repeat, try to stun him, and then when he's down he can just interrupt you. You can use your shake it off and save stun. You just saw the perfect example against the Firebrand, and that's what where I see this build shining on team fights. I see it really shine. And maybe if you want to be tankier, you can remove Berserker for Demolishers, that's no problem. Or you can even go with Morador for more HP, but one of these should be the thing to go. Now I see Berserker working a little bit better, because you can just have the constant damage output here, which you can see here. Do this, stun this guy, repeat, and then just auto attack, block nothing, yeah, block it. And then when he stuns me, I can use my quickness to just finish him off, but he's not about to stun me. I don't know why. Now he stuns me, quickness, and this game is done. Oh my god, he just stunned me one more time. Okay, let's repeat it a little bit what I wanted to say. I need for that to show you the build, of course. Sigil of Exploitation and Sigil of Intelligence to have the max damage output on our Greatsword, especially F1, deals heavy damage when it crits. Sigil of Absorption and Sigil of Revocation every 3 seconds when we interrupt, which is 1, 2, 3. 3 interrupts, we will be able to steal a boon from the enemy, which is pretty nice. And then here on hit, remove a boon every 10 seconds, which is pretty nice as well. By auto attacking, we will remove a boon, hopefully stability protection. And for the build, Rune of the Strength and Berserker Amulet for the max damage output. Defense is the basic one. Just that I changed Defy Pain because armored attack is not that useful with this build with Berserker Amulet. And the Defy Pain is a nice little, how to say it, if you really get caught, you will just survive a little bit. It's not that great, but it's the best that you can use here. Then Discipline is also the same, to just be able to burst with your burst attacks, deal heavy damage. Remove condis when weapon swapping and weapon swap a little bit faster, and get yourself some more might. By having so much might, you will also get additional damage bonus. On the Spellbreaker, I'm using Pure Strike, deal increased critical hit damage. This bonus is doubled against boonless foes. This is just because I thought the max damage output, or you can try No Escape. One of these, when you play this build, No Escape is Dazes and Stuns Inflict Immobilize, which is when you use 3, 4, 5. You have 3, 1, 2, 3. If you use those, you will just immobilize for 1 second. This is also pretty nice to have. And then the next is Loss Aversion. Removing boons from a foe deals damage and gives you adrenaline, which means unblockable. We will remove with a dagger auto attack every 10 seconds, which will deal damage, give us adrenaline. When we interrupt, deal damage, interrupt, steal a boon, and what does it do? And deals additional damage, plus it is unblockable, which is pretty nice. And it will deal nice damage, especially with the 25 stacks of might. And then enhancement collapse, like this. Removing a boon from a foe causes all nearby foes to lose additional boons, which means every time we remove a boon, we will also additionally remove another boon. On auto attack 2 boons. After we stun 4 boons. With F1 we will remove another 2 boons, which means we can immediately remove 6 boons only by using our auto attacks like this. Then when we use break enhancement, every 15 seconds we will deal damage. It has a 100% damage increase, which means when we have a lot of might we will deal additional heavy damage. And it will remove an additional 3 boons, which means 9 boons are removed. And then the elite skill, which will remove permanently boons, and it will block missiles and what else, create an receive boons, and the enemies won't be able to receive boons within this area. What makes this build so strong? You just let the enemies without boons, and since boons are a really high and main part of this build of Guild Wars 2, it is pretty deadly, and I see this build working and maybe get into really good team comps, but I'm not so sure about that because I don't know what people will think about this. Now you can see it here, 1k damage. Normally it should do a little bit more, but 1k damage, this skill only. And when you remove boons, you will get also additional damage output by that. And when we use your elite skill, it takes a little bit too long, as I just saw while I played this. But the bubble is in team fights insanely strong. Not only reflecting projectiles, destroying them better said, not reflecting, but it will give you lightning field when enemies, your allied friends better said, or you on your own leap onto enemies. You will also daze them, which gives you additional stuns. And additional stuns, when you see it here, where is it? Daze, stuns, pulls, knockbacks, knockdowns, launches, remove boons. I even forget to mention this. Oh my god. Oh my god. I forgot to mention that. We don't remove 2, 4, 6 boons. 2 by auto attacking 4. With this skill 6. But we will also remove an additional boon every time we stun or daze the enemy, which is 1, 2, 3 times. So additional 3 boon removal. And due to that, with the additional boon removal, we will also get the additional boon removing to enemies. This is such a great build. I love it. I will say try it out on your own. If you want more survivability, you should go maybe with Marauders Amulet, which allows you to have more HP, which is really recommended for newer players. And then Shake It Off and Frenzy. I don't know, Frenzy can be removed, but Frenzy is a great tool to just cleave down. I like this tool. Otherwise, I recommend to use Shake It Off, Endure Pain, and then Shake It Off. Shake It Off is just great because it has short cooldown, it removes 3 conditions, and it can be also used to, when you revive an ally, to remove his conditions when he's downed, or to just run into an ally and just remove his conditions when he's in a dangerous position. Break enhancement can also be removed, but I like this because in team fights, if you have a firebrand, you can just use it and you don't have to wait until you just get closer to him. You can just activate it. You will remove his boons, and you can immediately stun him or make him use his elite skill one more time. So he will waste his meditation elite a lot more often when you have this skill. Otherwise, you can also just play it with, as my normal build, with Frenzy. Where is Frenzy? Here. Like this, so you have 3 stun breaks, 3 times healing, and an additional stun break here, Endure Pain, and get the Rousing Resilience trait, healing you up a little bit. Now the main thing is the boon removal, and I really recommend to try it out. It was a lot of fun. I will play this build for sure more often. And that was basically it. I hope you enjoyed this video, again on the highest settings, and what else can I say? The highest settings without this post-processing or something like that. Which one was it? None. Shadows, post-processing none, because it looks like freaking shining too much. That was my boon removal master Spellbreaker build. Not my best gameplay, but decent enough to show that I showed you the fight against the Firebrand and the Revenant. How powerful it is to remove boons, and what you are. You are nothing without boons, without stability, without protection. You just will die. And yeah, that was it. I hope you enjoyed this video. You will see now 3 of my other videos, and you can also subscribe to my channel only if you would like to. If not, don't do it. And sorry that it took so long to make another video, guys. I hope you are not mad at me, and I'll see you in my next videos. Bye bye, guys.